Hi everyone, I'm Jen. I just got off the phone with one of my dearest, oldest international friends. She's younger than I am, but on this journey that I've been in, anyhow, just so many ahas between us and so much love. And I realized something about people pleasing. People would say, they act like it's a negative, right? You're too nice. You're always doing things for people as if it's a negative thing. And so I've come I don't know, full circle, maybe loop-de-loop infinity circle, or a toroidal donut circle. It's just I think it is in our inherent nature to be for others, to please others, because the others are part of us. So it's also being for ourselves, and that being thoughtful of oneself is not necessarily a narcissistic, negative, selfish thing either. So these labels just seem to separate and divide us. But I am a proud people pleaser. It's just over the past years, I've learned to have boundaries, or I should say, I've learned to include myself as a variable in the equation of love for all, for one, And now that I'm aware of the multiple experiencings, that there are other Gen avatars running around, the one that I was aware of before had, I know there were ones before that, but I'll just say I started off with the lion, lamb, fisted thinker, blue box on red stripe, flag self. And then I've hopped into, first of all, the thinkers. I've been to so many different thinkers, even one like that. Anyhow, there are multiple. Okay, there are multiple props and multiple avatars. So the avatar that I'm in now, the Jen that I'm in now, has sisters with different nicknames, has a child with different eye color. So, this is a different Jen. And so, what if, I don't even think it's what if, I think it is. Um, People say, the people around us are, and everything around us is a reflection of our own self. And, why are we here? Why don't we stay up in the neutral gaming zone? Why do we keep jumping into new avatars? And I think it's for experiences, and to be more joyful in having the gift of being able to experience life through a physical form, because there's like just hugging. It's awesome. I'm able to hug remotely, but there's something beautiful when it's in physical form. So let's see if I can say this. Similar to an alcoholic, if you, like when my sister came home for Christmas decades ago, my mom filled it up with, it's not a 6-pack, it's like a 12-pack, I think one or two 12-packs of beer for her, because she's an alcoholic and that's what she likes. So that is my mom enabling my sister to continue being an alcoholic. And, there is no right, wrong, good, bad. It's just consequences when we have certain versions of alcoholics in our lives. My sister, from my experience, is a happy drunk, but there are other family members. I'll just say it, my father, certain things would happen when he was drunk. So I have other alcoholics in my life, and even recently, love the main version, but when it's the alcoholized version, it's a difficult version to be around for me. So for me to people please, well, they're an alcoholic and they really want the next, six-pack or whatever. I'm enabling them. I'm keeping that version of them alive. And since there are many versions of us, like I've showed before, we're one hand, but there are many gens experiencing different things, and the thumb gen may not be aware of the pinky gen, but I'm definitely remembering experiencing being the lion, lamb, fisted thinker, blue box on red stripe gen. So I know they're different gens with different experiences. So what I'm trying to say is, those we people pleasers who have a heart and love to make people happy, we're narcissists' dreams, you know. And the thing is, I was keeping these negative people, or people with negative behavior in my life, because I could feel their pain, their disappointment, if I didn't go along with providing them the next drink. I'm just being metaphorical with all this, or the next drama, or the next whatever. I kept them alive in my reality, my bubble, my lava lamp lump. And there are many versions of them. And so putting up boundaries, not to be mean, but to include yourself when you're people pleasing, to include yourself as a person that you're also pleasing. I went through, oh my gosh, am I being mean to them? Because I could feel that these people didn't like it, that I was pulling away and not being what they wanted me to be for them. And so the guilt trips, then I would fall into that and just continue. And there's no longer guilting me into being your friend or being your family member. I can have boundaries up. And guess what? If they slough away, that may be a temporary sloughing, because they don't have a version near me yet that's vibing where I'm vibing. I'm not turning my back on them. And in many ways, they're not turning their back on me either once they drop out of my life, because I'm not who they want me to be. It's just, I'm no longer feeding the drunk. And there are other versions of them. So was I forcing them to play this role of a horrible person doing horrible things? And was I keeping them there? I'm not talking about doing horrible things to children. I'm saying keeping it alive while I'm an adult. And you know what? Freeing myself from that is also freeing them, because if there are no other people needing them to play that role, then yeah, that version of them does not need to exist. They probably don't even want to exist as that. I'm not talking about suicide people. It's a complex issue, and I'm not trying to hurt anyone or unvalidate anyone, but what I am trying to do is share that boundaries are good, that honoring yourself while you're people pleasing is excellent, and being a people pleaser is not necessarily bad. It's not inherently bad, just us being for everyone while we're including ourselves is the magic one equation of one, including everything. All right. I don't know how else to explain this, but are we continuing to keep people alive and playing that role of themselves because we're hung up on being their victim or their enabler or whatever? I love you. Every version of you. Mwah.